What do you usually do when you can't sleep? I'm sure you've had one of those nights when you just lie in bed thinking. Do you just lie there and think about all the mistakes you've done and how you keep repeating them? Not everyone gets the right amount of sleep at night. Specifically, that's 1/3 of Americans and half of the world. Half of us don't get enough rest. So we're not just gonna sleep on this problem, right? See, this is pure evidence. Sleeping less every night can actually affect your mental health and can really mess up your brain. You might not feel those effects now, but in the future, oh, we'll see about that. I can guarantee that 80% of you are watching this past midnight. If you are, then you need help like me. Maybe we share the same bad sleeping habits, and hopefully we could try and overcome them together. After a long night of procrastinating on my PC, I always have trouble sleeping because I start getting hungry. I'm just so tired. I want to make myself a sandwich, but I can't even get up anymore. So usually I just starve until I wake up in the morning. Bad! I don't really feel motivated to do things in the morning. But at night, it's like the complete opposite. I'll be honest, I get more stuff done at night. Is that weird? I think I'm really just a night owl. Like, the two worst things for me are Mondays and waking up early. But that's basically every day. Every day is a Monday, you know? A habit of mine, and I'm sure you're all familiar with, is sleeping late.
Like, really late.
I don't really feel like sleeping when it's only 9 p.m. I always stay up whether it's because I'm working on a project or procrastinating on them, or it's because of some darn game. It's always like, when I'm not supposed to sleep, I get really tired, but when I do want to sleep, I just can't. Why am I being punished like this? It's like I'm always making up an excuse with myself to do it all the time. Another bad habit of mine is turning off my alarm and then going back to sleep. It's really hard for me to get up after switching them off. You'll need at least 4 alarms to wake me up. Or 5. Sometimes 10. I also use an app where you need to shake the phone to make it stop. Make it stop, please. Make it stop, please. Please, make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. 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 Let me tell you about something I did between 2017 and 2018. I recorded my sleeping habits every day. I would note down how much sleep I get each night. Yes, I did this. Hear me out though. I got an average of 7 hours of sleep a night in 2017. That's pretty good if you ask me, but as time went on, I started to get less and less sleep to the point where my sleep schedule became so problematic and unpredictable by the end of the year. Just look at that. I feel so bad for myself, man. It's actually quite an eye-opener to me, seeing how much sleep I lack. Fortunately though, I was able to make up for all the lost hours of sleep during winter break. I'm not joking when I say I slept for as long as 12 hours in December, just trying to catch up from the all-nighters I had. Everyone's got their own habits to deal with, right? So how do you guys do it?
If I base my sleeping habit to my situation right now, my one and only bad sleeping habit is staying up late drawing, chatting, looking at memes that will probably leave my memory or think about everything wrong I did in my life. I usually go to bed by 11 p.m.
My sleeping habits is basically not sleeping early and then wake up early. I usually sleep at 11 p.m., but sometimes when there's some heavy schoolwork, I sleep at 1 in the morning, and it's not healthy. It's usually just 6. The minimum amount of sleep I have is 4, and my most is 7. What even is sleep? Sleep is for the weak. I'm just kidding, I want to marry my bed.
My parents are really strict with my sleeping schedule, but sometimes no one can really predict the amount of schoolwork and my mood of being a rebellious child, so I usually get 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I always wanted to get full 8 hours of sleep. It feels magical. It's really simple. Sleep early, turn off your Wi-Fi, throw your PCs and laptops, burn your phone, and you can sleep.
Avoid things that will disrupt your sleep schedule. Usually the reason is using your phone, so you stop that, young man.
Yes. In fact, it's not just one whole night. I woke up at 3 a.m. of a Friday and finally slept at 3 a.m. of a Sunday. I felt really tired the whole day. I couldn't sleep that day because I was meeting people, but I did drink 2 cups of coffee, which made it less tiring. So, coffee saves the day?
This might be a pretty weird thing to do, but I do this sometimes. So when I'm really tired, as soon as I get home from school, I set an alarm for 7 hours, then sleep. When I wake up, I'll start doing everything that I need to. It's technically staying up all night, but you will at least get about 7 hours of sleep. This helps me get more stuff done because I know that I need to finish my work before I leave for school. There's basically no time to procrastinate, and that's what's threatening me to be productive. Maybe you can try what I did, tracking what time you sleep and what time you wake up. Obviously, you can't take note of the exact time, so estimates are fine. You could use a spreadsheet to note it all down and be organized. Link in the description for a template you can use if you really want to. As if anyone would actually do this. It looks like a lot of work, because you need to do it every day, but it might just give you some insight about how much sleep you're actually getting. Now that's a good habit.
My advice for people who don't get enough sleep is essentially get more sleep. You need to make and establish a good sleeping habit by sleeping at the right time, every time, and then waking up at the exact same moment as well. That way your circadian rhythm can stabilize and make you feel as good as possible for the next day onwards.
Everybody's got limits, and going beyond them will only harm your body, especially when you get older. But it's not like we can just Thanos snap those bad habits away, right? Getting rid of them takes time, a lot of time, and it all depends on you. It's fine if you need to do an all-nighter for a school project or for work, as long as you know your limits and the consequences of abusing them. Don't forget to take breaks and rest, okay? With so many things to prioritize and juggle around every day, trying to catch up with everything is hard. That's why I get sleep deprived, and maybe you do too. We tend to get so absorbed into things that we start to forget to care for ourselves. So maybe it's time to wake up.
Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like the video and subscribe for part 2 and more animations. Please share this video to someone who might have sleep issues too. It would really help me out a lot. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who drew my character. I'm keeping those drawings forever. It actually took me so long to make this video. I've had this idea about making a video on how bad my sleep habits were since January of 2019. It's already 2020 now. I was working on and off on this project because I didn't really know where I was going with the video. That's why it got delayed so many times until it eventually took a year. I revised the script a couple times, but I saved some unused parts for future content though. I'm really thankful for the guests that appeared on this video. Maz, Amber, Baglets. Please check them out. Links in the description. Thank you guys so much for giving your time and sharing your thoughts on this topic. Really means a lot to me. Also, this is pretty much my first actual animated video with my voice on it, so yeah. Stay tuned for part 2 of this in like a year. Thanks again for watching and good night. It's done. It's done, boy. We're done. Good night. Bye.